Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Destiny 2. So the season of the hunt has officially started, and with it comes the Wrathborn hunts, which are the main activity for the season. In today's video we're going to go over how they work, what they are specifically, and what you need to do to start the process. So first things first, when you log on you'll have a mission to go meet Osiris on the moon. I won't spoil the mission, it's relatively straightforward and you just follow the markers and do what they tell you to do. But after the mission is complete you'll meet a new NPC. Once again, avoiding specifics because of spoilers, but he will give you a lure. This can be used to track down Wrathborns, which are essentially brainwashed servants of Sivu. However, to do this you need to charge the lure, which is why in the background there is footage of the good old Widow's Walk Lost Sector. Once again, since the start of Beyond Light, Lost Sectors are the most efficient farm. To charge this lure you must do playlist strikes, playlist activities, so Crucible, Gambits, or Strikes. Now to do this most efficiently, you simply need to load into the Lake of Shadows Lost Sector from your map. You just go to the map and load directly into the strike. And then you go straight to the Lost Sector at Widow's Walk. Because orange bar enemies in strikes will give you good progress towards the lure, this Lost Sector has 3 to 5, depending on how you clear it, which gives about 30% of your charge per Lost Sector run. So you need to do like 3 or 4 Lost Sector runs will give you a full charge. You can do 3 charges at a time, so you just run this Lost Sector a bunch of times, and then you get a full charge on your lure. But once you have a full charge, then we can head on to the hunt. So, with the Cryptolith lure, the way that it works is you have these mods here. They will give you particular rewards, as you can see here. This one gives more recon data, this one gives chest armor, class item, and friction fire, the weapon. So, you choose an initial lure, so you choose the prey slot. My suggestion here is before you get all of your lure upgrades, always take recon data whenever you can. On average, I'm getting about 10 to 12 extra per run that I do. So ordinarily they give you 5 recon data for completing a hunt. If you do one that focuses recon data, you're likely going to get like 15 to 17. It's actually quite a significant boost. And considering every level takes 20 recon data, it's very, very good. That way you can get these levels up as quick as possible, which will speed up your process overall. All of these are boons that will make doing the hunts more profitable, so you want to get these unlocked as soon as possible so you're not wasting time and resources when you're doing your hunts. Worth noting here that these trophy mods are dormant currently. If you're going for chest armor, for example, you can use mods that will change the nature of the chest armor you get. So you see here, armor obtained with the Wrathborn, from a Wrathborn will roll with a higher than average stats. You've got one here, will roll with a high resilience stat, high mobility stat, high strength stat, and this here is a secondary one, which is the strong mutation slot, and you can see here you can get recovery, intellect, or discipline. So you can sort of modify the weapon you get, similar to the prismatic recaster, how that worked. But I would say, to start with, just focus recon data, and then just use dormant blank runes. This one here is relatively useful. Additional recon data can be obtained from the Wrathborn. That's nice, but I can't currently slot it. But with that slotted, you can then just go and start your hunt. Alright, so the actual hunt that you're doing is going to be determined by what original lure you use. And where you need to go is shown on this quest item, on the actual lure. So you can see here, Tangled Shore Cryptolith triggered, so we need to trigger the Cryptolith on the Tangled Shore. So you go to the Tangled Shore, and it gives you a waypoint marker. You can then head there. Now the way these hunts work is there is an initial stage, which will then lead you to a quest marker, which will start you in an instanced quest. As you can see here, there's no one here yet, so we can come up. We place the lure. Sword is not the best option when I'm fighting a servitor. But the servitor will get to very low health and then it'll run away, as you'll see momentarily. Surprised he hasn't... Ah, there we go.
What should we do? It'll return at full strength if we don't finish the job. Chase it down.
You then activate this begin tracking. And now what you want to do is look for this glowing gunk on the ground and it will point you into a direction. You then just follow the trail of gunk. Sometimes these are relatively quick, sometimes they take you to literally the other side of the map, but just follow them, you'll be fine. And it will lead you to this. So it'll start a new track and you can just continue the Wrathborn hunt. It'll load you into an instance. and then we can continue the hunt. Alright, so once again, you just follow this gunk. I mean, honestly, it gives you a waypoint anyway, so it's not really necessary, but the gunk will lead you to where you need to go. And you'll reach another Cryptolith. You can just activate the Cryptolith. And boss you were fighting before will respawn. Just kill that. Now, the actual boss will spawn. To kill the actual boss, they have a shield. Hello. To get rid of the shield, there will be a elite that spawns. You can see here these servitors. Once you kill these servitors, they'll drop a zone. If you're standing in the zone, you can get rid of the shield. See here, this zone here, stand in the zone. And then you can get rid of the shield and then just do damage normally. I will point out that Xeno does serious work here. Oh, hello.
You've struck a blow against Sigurd Wrath, but her blade will not be so easily blunted.
So you see that?
We'll come back with a host of new Wrathborn.
Yes.
Harvested from the countless wayward fallen.
Sigurd Wrath is a bitch.
Spider may not be the ideal Kel, but there's one on Europa that unites the Elixni.
Indeed, telling me stuff I already know. So, that one there gave us... So that gave us 17 recon data. So we got 5 of that just for doing the hunt, and then an additional 12 because we were focusing finding recon data. That allows us to upgrade our lure relatively quickly and relatively well. I won't show you the actual upgrading of the lure because that takes us to a NPC that is spoilery and I don't want to spoil. However, that is pretty much how you do the Nightmare Hunts. After you've done this, you can see here, if we go to my quests, we've used 1 charge of the Cryptolithic lure. So you can do 3 of these hunts, then go back to the Lost Sector where we farmed up these charges, do the charges again. Once again, the easiest place to do that is whatchamacallit, Lake of Shadows. I kept thinking Shadow Lake, and I'm like, no, that's not correct. Lake of Shadows is the easiest track to do this in. Also, you're not likely going to be annoying any teammates, because when you go into Lake of Shadows, literally everyone is doing the Lake of Shadows currently, so they're going to Lake of Shadows and they're doing it. If someone pulls you forward in the strike, then it doesn't matter, you can just finish the strike. It also gives you charges on the lure, so that's helpful. But by far the quickest way is to just spam out that Lost Sector, and pretty much everybody is doing that at the moment. So you're not going to be pissing people off, probably. But that's the loop. You just continue doing that over and over and over again until you've fully upgraded your lure, at which point you can start farming for gear. But that's it, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.